Well, ladies and gentlemen, I saw this coming. I saw this coming. And by the way, this information is coming to you from the Geek Getaway. Go check out his channel. He'll probably be going live tonight, doing a live stream tonight. If possible, I will be joining him tonight on that live stream, God willing. So I'm going to leave a link to his channel down in the description box down below, because this is where I first learned of this information, and now we're going to talk about it here in this video. So shout out to the Geek Getaway. All right. Eric D. July, one Eric D. July, who has been a common face on the channel because we do talk about pop culture and we talk about figures in pop culture, including one Eric D. July. Now, I have discussed in the live streams I've had about this man, his ongoing legal battle with the International School of Ministry that was, suing him for, using the name ISOM. And I talked about how I think this ministry has a very strong case. They've had this trademark, I believe, since the 1990s, so they've had it a lot longer. And of course, Eric comes in here and he tries to say, well, no, ISOM is the name of my great-granddaddy or whatever. And it's like, well, that doesn't really matter. What matters is the legal trademark, dude. Because contrary to your anarcho-capitalist libertarian beliefs, we actually do live in a society. We do have a government. We do have a legal system. And so what matters in the legal system is what's there on the legal documents. So, yesterday, December 4th, Eric went to was supposed to show up for court, and there was supposed to be, this is really supposed to kick off the legal process. Well, it turns out that this may not be settled in court after all, because it turns out that Eric has been able to look past his pride and his ego and actually did the smart thing for his company. So let's actually go ahead and jump into this. So this document is pertaining to the legal battle between Eric D. July, the Ripperverse, and the battle with the International School of Ministry over the copyright, the trademark of ISOM. All right, so let's start reading. The parties stipulate, subject to court approval, that the deadline to respond to the initial complaint be extended further from December 4th, 2023 to December 19th, 2023. This extension of time is the second such extension and exceeds a combined 30 days. The parties request the extension of time because they have engaged in mediation and reached a settlement in principle, meaning they're going to, in principle, it's not finalized yet, but in principle, they are going to settle outside of court. All right, continuing on. The parties have exchanged a draft settlement agreement. Again, it's just a draft at this point, not finalized, and are in the process of trying to reach a final written agreement to dismiss the case. In order to preserve court resources, this short further extension of time is jointly requested. Obviously, they don't want to waste the taxpayers' money. At least in this case. They'll waste it on other things, though. Continuing on, Defendant July and RIPA LLC has not yet appeared in the case. However, the undersigned counsel for plaintiff was consulted pursuant to Local Rule 5-3.3.4, whatever the hell that means, and has agreed with this filing's content and has authorized the filing by defendant's counsel. All right. So this means that Eric is going to settle with the ministry outside of court, which means he's going to have to pay some amount of money probably. I don't know how much, but it's not going to be as much as he would have had to pay if this went to court and he ended up losing the court battle, which was very, very likely. And everybody tried to explain this to him. I went over this in my live stream that he would probably lose this battle. Nick Rekieta tried to explain this to him. Ethan Van Shriver over at Comicsgate tried to explain this to him. He just wouldn't listen. Well, apparently now he has finally listened. So after all that bravado, all that arguing, all that fighting, all that ego, burning all those bridges with people like Rekieta, with people like EVS, finally he comes to the very conclusion that people were trying to explain to him in the first place, like, Eric, you need to do this. You need to just settle out of court. If he had gone to court and he had lost this battle, he would probably be paying damages in the range of 7 figures. So we're talking about millions of dollars. And for a guy that's made listen, you don't make millions of dollars and then have to lose millions of dollars in court and still be profitable. That probably would have meant the end of his company. The left talks about toxic masculinity all the time, and I don't believe, about the toxic masculinity that they're talking about in that particular context, but let's be clear about something. There is a form of toxic masculinity And it's when you allow your pride, your ego, your bravado, you come out here and you're like, I gotta stand strong. I gotta fight every battle. I can't break down. I can't compromise. I can't, I gotta fight. And you keep doing that to the point that you end up sacrificing everything you built. Yeah, that is toxic masculinity, and it's only toxic to you and what you have built. Idiot. But I'll give him credit. He's smarter than I thought he was. He actually decided to settle out of court. Now, how is he going to spin this? All right, because he can't just get on here. He can't just get on stream, get onto social media, and talk about this without some kind of spin. No, that would hurt his cred. That would hurt his cred. You can't do that. No, so he's probably going to get up here and using his, libertarian ideology. He's probably going to say something like, oh man, you see, this is what I'm talking about. This is the problem with the statism. This is the problem with the state. Like they go after people like me, and they end up ruining businesses and stuff, and it's all bullshit. And fuck those damn roads. He's probably going to turn this into an argument about why the state and the government and the legal system are terrible, and he's going to spin it that way and say like, oh man, I'm just another victim of statism. I'm living under the tyranny of the state. Blah 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 blah. That's probably what he's going to do. That would be my guess. That's probably how he's going to spin it. But that's the breaking news. Eric D. July has settled out of court in principle. It's not finalized, but in principle. So we'll see what happens. But was this the smartest thing he could do at this point? Yeah, probably. So we'll see how it goes. Anyways, again, The Geek Getaway, go check him out. He's probably going to be streaming tonight. Don't know that for sure, but if I had to guess, probably, because this is some pretty big breaking news that we all want to discuss. And if he does stream, I'll be on that stream for sure tonight. So that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Give me your thoughts on this. What do you think of this development in the Eric D. July situation? Till the next one, I'm JeskerJames with a Z, and I am signing out.